McDonald's recalled 12 million Shrek glasses in June. The designs contained cadmium. This jewelry was also recently recalled because it too contained cadmium. And high levels of lead prompted the recall of this book and these belts this year as well.
Children's developing bodies are vulnerable to damage from lead and cadmium exposure over the long term poses health risks to adults.
With the help of an outside lab, Consumer Reports just tested more than 30 children's and household products that testers suspected might contain heavy metals.
Most of the products did not contain potentially hazardous levels of lead or cadmium, but two were of particular concern.
This cell phone charm from Claire's had very high levels of lead, levels that could be hazardous if it's swallowed by a child. And two Kidorable Bumblebee raincoats purchased late last year had worrisome levels of lead. Kidorable says it has reformulated the raincoats and now they're labeled lead-free.
Our tests of coats labeled lead-free found only low or trace amounts of lead well below federal limits.
But Consumer Reports says lead-free assurances are not necessarily a guarantee. Jewelry maker Christine Canny says these beads, purchased from China, were marketed as lead-free. Suspicious, she decided to have them tested.
And they all came back with high amounts of lead.
So despite tough standards on lead, Consumer Reports says potentially hazardous products are still making their way into the marketplace. Right now, the Consumer Product Safety Commission is working on restrictions for cadmium. As a general rule, though, Consumer Reports says you shouldn't let your kids play with cheap metal jewelry or even your keys. Brass keys can contain lead. To see if any of the toys you have in your house may have been recalled, you can go to the Consumer Product Safety Commission's website. We have a link to it on ours, newsnet5.com. On your side, I'm health reporter Alicia Booth, News Channel 5.